Lockdown workshop. I think this is probably going to be a short one. This is the specialised Ruby that came in. Mangled front wheel, really hit a bad pothole. The extrusion's damaged. I think you saw in the other video trying to fix this. It's all over the place. We came to the conclusion it wasn't salvageable. We've managed to source a new set of wheels and also a second-hand set of wheels for it. So I've got the second-hand set of wheels to go on today, and I think these were the wheels that have been on this bike. Diane's bought them off the previous owner of this bike, so hopefully everything will go straight on. But it's just a couple of bits and bobs that make these wheels slightly different, so we'll have a look at those in a minute. So no desk today, we're working straight on the bike because hopefully it should be an easy one and everything will index up and we can just send this on its way. You've really got to admire my optimism, haven't you? We might clean it as well. She's a bit dirty. And the other thing I haven't done is I haven't checked the chain, but I'm pretty sure it should be okay because we probably swapped it out last time, but just for completeness we'll give the chain a quick check. So there you can go. It's sat quite proud on the 1mm mark. It's sitting quite proud on the 0.7 mark, so the chain's good. I think I fairly recently did the chain on this when it got set up when Diane first bought it off ground, so that shouldn't be a problem. I think we've got a few indexing issues. I think somebody else had to go after me with the cable, so we'll see how it goes. Right, what do we want to do next? Oh yeah, we're going to have a look at the wheels because they're a bit funny. Right, so the weird thing about these is, well, it's not weird. Great wheels these, by the way, Camped nose Zondas. These are the kind of second, third generation of them. I think they call them C19s. I've got these on my road bike. I've got the rim brake version, but they are really very good. Really rigid, and obviously these are the later disc brake version. They are a screw-on disc, twist lock mount or whatever they call it. Centre mount, I can't remember. They're not the 6-bolt version anyway. Really nice wheels, but they come as unless you buy them specifically, which I think you can do, they come as a 12mm through axle. So at the time when I fitted these, because I did fit these, I had to source one of these, and these were actually quite rare. Nobody else was really making them. So this is a 12:9 converter. So the 9mm is the through axle diameter. And if you look, it's just a CNC piece of aluminium, strengthened aluminium, and it's got 2 O-rings at the end just to keep muck from going through. And you basically just wriggle it in, and the O-rings hold it nice and steady, and you just centre it up, and it just floats on the things like a through axle would do anyway, but it's got the reduced turned 9mm ends to go straight in there. So what we need to do now is just pop that in. So if you have got a disc or even a non-disc, well, you won't have a non-disc with this, but if you've got a bike that is disced and you do not have through axles, which a lot of the early discs don't, including my mountain bike on the back, you can buy a disc wheel and buy these in. They come in different sizes, so this is the 100 or 110mm version for the front axle. So you just buy the size, slide it in, put your quick release skewer in, and it's just like any others. I think I got them off, I think I got them off Amazon actually, just one of their Chinesium sellers. Do you know what? They work really well. I think I did these probably 5 years ago. So no problems at all. Right, let's get the old wheel off because I want to steal the quick release hubs because for some reason these haven't got them. But that makes sense because they weren't bought with them. So we might as well just recover these because you can't wind up with them. And guess what? We've got a spring missing. Why am I not surprised? So I need to steal a spring off something. Right. All the springs are up in the workshop, so I'm going to go steal one off one of mine. So these are my Zondas, these are the generation ones, and I'll just steal one that springs off these. I think there's a spring missing off the back as well. You can see they're exactly the same, just these have got the rim brake on, but the hubs and everything, brilliant. Really, really nice wheel. I've had them probably about 6 or 7 years. They are really good. This one. Got to find a wheel now. Just stick that on. So again, remember with these, the pointy bit goes on the narrow bit, the fat bit goes on the fat bit. If you get it the wrong way round, they won't work. So, what we will probably have to do with this is we will have to realign the brake centres. So the only problem with there's an argument you don't need the springs, to be honest, with these, because why can't that one not go in? Has it gone? No, that's why. There's an argument having the springs in these, you don't need it. Because the springs are there to centre the quick release, and actually because it's a floating hub, it doesn't really do you any favours. Usual problem trying to do these up with one hand. Right, you will need to drop that on the floor. Actually, that's looking pretty good. That's more like it. Let's just check we've got this. Yeah. So we'll drop you onto the floor just to make sure that they are sat in the dropouts properly, because we have got a bit of a rub going on there. But I won't worry too much about that. Back wheel. Tyres look okay. I've checked over the tyres, the wear indicators look good. There's no sign that the sidewalls are decaying, which is the big problem with these gator skins. So these look okay. I've had quite a few gator skins in recently where the sidewalls are completely deteriorated, or if not gator skins, the Continentals. So it just seems to be across their whole product range. Jesus, that's a bit tight. Oh, bloody hell. I think we will knock that down to base. How are we doing with this one? Oh, spring's missing off this one too. So I'll have to steal the other spring off my bike. Yeah, I've got some springs. Yeah, tyre's warm on that one anyway, so that weighs a lot more than the significantly lighter than the old specialised Alex rims or Axle rims or whatever they are. Where is it? Axis. Right, let me steal that. And then slide that back in there. Oh. Sorry, it's hay fever season again, so I'm a bit coughy and spluttery. I just realised I put that skewer in the wrong way around on that one. Why didn't you tell me? It doesn't really matter on the front brakes, but you should just get used to. So this one's the same. This one's got a quick release thing slid into it. We'll flip that skewer around in a minute. Some bikes just batter you, and I do find that these Shimano, these SRAM derailleurs are a lot harder to get the wheels seated in than the other ones. I have to drop this on the floor. Has that moved? Oh no, there we go. Right. That's it. You probably have to re-index these. Out. Right, give it that a minute, let's just flip this over, because I've got to make sure the brakes are all centred up before we go any further, and make sure the things are the right way around. Through you go. Right, I think that one's correct. Right, so I've got to centre that one. Probably got to centre this one. That one's fine. Right, so just got to centre up the front brake. We will do that now. 5 mil. Yes. So we'll find out it's full then. Is that a Torx? Oh yeah, you Specialise. Forgot about that. Specialise use a torque bit. Because they are awkward. You can put money on it to be one of mine that's broken as well. Nope. No, must be this one because I can't find another one. Right, let's show you how we do this, just in case. Are we recording? Yeah, we are. Right. Front brakes over there. Have we got? No. It's normally when I'm up at the other workshop I use a strap for this. Yeah, this is my broken Torx piece. Right, they're nice and loose. Right, we'll try it this way first, see if it works. So clamp the brake, I'm holding onto the top brake lever and I'm just going to gently do these up. Now we'll got it first time. So we'll just nip these up with this and then we'll angle them up. I think they go to, just checking because sometimes it says it on the side of here. I'd normally do them to 6 or 7 on torques. See if this is the right one. Nope. Just check that. Yeah, near enough. I have ordered another torque wrench. Right, so it should be set to 6 now. So, back in the box. So I've got the torque wrench 6.2, which kind of does from 10 to about 80 or something, which it's okay for most bike things, but actually a lot of these are sub 10, so you can wind it back below 10, but I guess the calibration's not there. So that's that one done anyway. All we've got to do now is just do the indexing on the back wheel. So I need to drop it down and just make sure it's sat right first. Should have checked it. Got to redo the fronts. Yeah, that moved as well. Make that one look a bit tighter. Hi-ya! Right, let's get this wheel done first. Just check. Right, they're perfect. No squeaky brakes on that one, so all we need to do is just re-index this. So, check my stops first. Over it. Boom. Right, so we're just going to check the stops. I've got to try and see which one this one's resting against. That one. So this is the lower stop, so what I'm just doing is making sure that that's where it needs to be. It looks okay. That's quite sloppy. It's maybe a little bit across. So where you should have these is the centre of this cog here should be on the edge of that cog there. And it's difficult to tell with the chain on, but that looks okay. So we know it wasn't working right because that was too slack, so we'll just twist that out a bit and take a bit out of it. Hopefully that's working. Alright, we'll see where we go with that one first. got a bit of hesitation there. So just wind it in 2 clicks. There we go. Just take it back up to the top. Just check that again. Yeah, a lot less hesitation there. Still a little bit then. Still a little bit then. So there's a little bit of hesitation. It does quite a few turns before it goes, so just take another one off. Yeah, we've got a catch going there as well. I need to see where that's coming from. Right. That's okay, it's back on the tension again. We wound it across too far. Yeah, it's not catching there. These do take a little bit more fine tuning than the Shimano's, I found. That's a lot more positive now. More hesitation then. Take another one after that. Good crisp ball. That's good. Just drop it onto the bottom, just check everything's all good. Ooh. Nearly got my finger. No, I did get my finger. That's a nice laceration. Let me just go and get a plaster for that. Right, I think we're good. Put my finger back together. That's one of the challenges of trying to do this without a set of pedals on it, especially when you're watching the gears and not watching what your fingers are doing. You stick your fingers in the chain. That was actually they're quite sharp then. I'm not actually sure what I cut my finger on. I think after I look at the video, I think it went in there and then the cog's just gone like that. It's quite a deep cut actually. It's probably full of oil and shit. No, that's good. Let's get it back up on the bigger end anyway. Actually, no, I'll leave it there. That'll be fine. Right, I think that's good to go. I'm just going to go and redo them front things. We might give it a clean before we send it back on its way, but I think she's good. The only question I had was one of the tyres might be going down slightly, so I'll just keep an eye on that. I pumped them up, but I can't remember which one was flat and which one wasn't. Then when I've come to grab them again, one of them's flat, so it might have been I didn't notice how flat the other one was, because one of them was really flat. So we'll see how we go with that. But that means that can go. That rim's probably going to go in the bin. And the back wheel, she can keep hold of that and use it as a turbo wheel. We have got another set of really cheap sort of training wheels that are kind of on the same par as the Axis rims. They were really cheap, and they were they were quick release skewered as well, so everything was good to go. They would take the same rotors that came off this wheel, so it's up to Dan whether she keeps them or sends them back. Personally, for what they were, I would keep them and use them on this bike normally, and then save these wheels for racing wheels, because these wheels will also fit Diane's bike as well. She's going to live, so these are really nice wheels. But anyway, let's see where we go with this one. It might come back for a wheel re-swap, but everything else looks good. We can send this one on its way. Like I said, we might give it a little clean, but then again we might not. Right, that's quite a short one. That everything else checked out. We'll give it a quick M while the cameras are still running. But the The headset was good, no play there. These wheels were running true. I checked the bottom bracket, I checked the brake pads, all the gears are working up and down, saddle's fine. It's all good to go. So this one can go back now. Nice simple one. So don't forget, like and subscribe. Please remember to hit the like button as well, because that shows engagement and it triggers it. We are picking up more followers, subscribers. That's good. I think I've added 50% more on in the last couple of months. So effectively, I'm halfway to doubling what it took me nearly 3 years to get to. But I'm not plugging it, I'm not cheating, I'm not marketing it, I'm not doing any of the stuff that all the other people do, because to be honest, I don't have time, and I'm not going to pay for somebody to inflate my figures or anything. We'll just, if it works, it works, if it doesn't, it doesn't.